Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we are going to have a live session on Arithmetic Progression chapter. So today we are going to plan at least 20 plus questions from the Arithmetic chapter. So which we have common in the previous year question paper, which is 2025 board exam. At the same time, we'll also try to cover few questions which have come in the previous year question papers from 2024 if possible. But today our main agenda is to cover at least 20 plus questions from the Arithmetic Progression chapter. Okay, so if you have any doubts in the middle, kindly comment so that we will discuss on the same time, and let's try to resolve our doubts immediately. Okay. So what are the topics main? So first we'll cover the main topics which are there from this chapter. Agenda. What is today's agenda? To cover or solve 20 plus questions. Okay. So I will keep a target of solving at least 20, and if possible try to increase those questions as well. Okay, and then so before that, topics are the concepts behind it. So these are the main things to explain the concepts first, and then to cover or solve the questions related to it. Okay, let's solve the concepts first. As I mentioned, we have only two concepts. First one is some common difference. Okay, so first one is common difference. So to understand whether any series is in AP, first we need to find the common difference. For example, we have terms like A1, A2, A3 and so on. So any series can be AP only when there is a common difference, like A2 minus A1 should be equal to A3 minus A2 should be equal to A4 minus A3 and so on. Okay, so that is nothing but the common difference, where I am saying that the difference between any two consecutive terms should be same. Second, nth term. So how to find any nth term of an AP series, which is nothing but an or tn formula is a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term, n is the nth term which they are asking, d is the common difference. Then we have sum of n terms. So for sum of n terms, we have two formulas. First one is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is the first one, where we have nth term and common difference. And the second formula is n by 2 into a plus l, where a is the last term. Okay, so you have to remember these formulas. So using this we can solve any question which is related coming from the Arithmetic Progression chapter. Okay, let's solve the first one. If the sum of first m terms of an AP is provided, they are asking to find its second term. Okay. Sum of first m terms they have provided. So what is sum of n terms? I just told the formula. Sum of n terms formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here they are saying m, what is the n value? It is m here. So it is m by 2 into 2a plus m minus 1 into d is equal to what? 2m square plus 3m. Okay, so what I will do here is, instead of changing here all the, okay, let's multiply all the things. So this becomes 2a plus m by 2 will become am plus this becomes m square by 2 into d minus md by 2. Hope you understood how I solved it. So what I have done, I have just multiplied all the left side parts. So this became m by 2 into 2a, because m into a, which is nothing but am, m by 2 into m square d by 2, and then m by 2 into minus d, it become m by 2 into d minus d. Okay, so just relate m square constants and m constants coefficients. Okay, so m coefficient is only here we have, so this I will left side I will rewrite as m square into d by 2 plus m into a minus d by 2. Okay, so just relate these two terms with these two coefficients. Okay, so what is m square here? M square coefficient is d by 2, so I will get d by 2 is equal to 2, so d is equal to 4. Okay, now a minus d by 2 is what? A minus d by 2 is how much? Which is nothing but m coefficient is 3. D value is 4, so d by 2 will become 2. 4 by 2 is 2, so a value is 5. So we got a value as 5, d value as 4, so which is 5 plus 4 will be the second term, which is 9. Okay, so I am repeating once again. I have just written what is sum of n terms formula, and then I have compared coefficients of m square and m from the left side and right side, and then related I got the d value first, and then using d value I got the a value. So 4 plus 5, which is 9, is the second term, because I have second term. Second term nothing but a plus d, because as per our series we are following a plus d, a plus 2d, and so on. Okay, hope it's clear. Now let's move to the second question for today. So what's the second question? Three numbers in AP have the sum 30. Okay, so and they're asking its middle term. So total we have only 3 terms in AP, which are, so as per our 3 terms, what we here to consider, if they ask 3 terms are in AP, so what's the second question? So we have to consider those 3 terms as a minus d, a, and a plus d. Okay, and what is the questions? Sum is 30. So just add all 3. What you will get? You will get 3a, because d and minus will get cancelled out. 3a is equal to 30. So a value is nothing but 10. They are asking middle term is nothing but a value, which is 10. Always remember, for 3 terms a minus d, a plus b. For 4 terms if they are asked in the question, then you have to use a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d. This will be better to solve for 3 terms. For 3 terms this is the best one, for 4 terms this is the best one. Okay, so now you can see within 3 steps you got the question within short time. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Third question for today. 11th and 13th term of an AP are provided. What is the common difference? So d value they are asking. So what is 11th term? 11th term is T11 or A11. What is A11 formula? Which is nothing but a plus 10d. A plus 10d is how much? 39. Then we have 13th term T11, sorry T3 13, which is a plus 12d. How I wrote a plus 12d? Because of an formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. So simply substitute n value as 13, you will get 13 minus 1, which is 12d. So a plus 12d is how much? 45. So now just subtract these two equations. A and a gets cancelled out. 10 minus 12 is minus 2d. 39 minus 45 is minus 6. So d value got it as 3. Substitute d value in end of the equation, get a value. So what they are asking, d value only they are asking. So simply d value is 3. No need to find the a value as well. Okay, simply solve and get the d value. Now let's move to the next question. So this is an assessment division question, and as I mentioned, we are going one by one. Now it's the 4th question for today. So what is the question now? Common difference of an AP is 4. Okay, let's check whether the common difference is 4. We have 5, 1 minus 3 minus 7 and so on. Okay, what is common difference? In some difference between any two consecutive terms. So D will be second minus first, not first minus second. D should be minus 4. So A is false. So definitely R should be true. No need to check because we don't have a condition where both are false. Okay, so the answer should be D, where A is false and R is true. Okay, so we should be able to reduce our time to solve any questions. No need to think about each and every step because time is very important in the board exam. Whenever you have much time, make sure to go for the other questions. Don't waste time for the ones which you don't know, or if you feel less confident, leave the question, no problem, because there are so many questions where you can solve more marks and increase our percentage. Okay, but still for your convenience, I'll just show here what is the second point. Common difference of an AP is obtained by D. D is equal to AN minus an minus 1. Yes, this is true, hence it is also as per our previous year concepts. Also we understand that in assessment reason question we have only 4 options. Both are true, correct explanation, both are true, wrong explanation. A is true, R is false, R is true, A is false. Okay, so definitely both are false, that option is not there, so no need to think about that R if you found that A is true. Okay, now let's move to the fifth question for today. The ninth term of an AP towards the end of an AP series is, okay, so what is A here? A is the first term, is 7. What is D? D is second term minus first term, 11 minus 7, we got the D value as 4, so simply ninth term from the end, not from the first term. Okay, now it is important, ninth term from the end means just try to how to solve this question means simply just reverse the order and then ninth term from the first will be the right answer. So this is 147, second term we don't know, and so on. Ninth term we need to get, and the last 5 terms are 19, last 4 terms 19, 14, 11 and 7. Okay, this is very important question, and we should not blindly follow A value and D value here, because here a question ninth term from the end, this part is very important, and I can say this is one of the trickier question where people can go wrong. Okay, from the end means what you have to do, simply reverse the terminology. So now the A value, now it's got the new A value is 147. D value anyway it will be same, but here it is in opposite case, it is decreasing order, so D is minus 4 here. So if you use this one you will definitely go wrong, you have to use this one in reverse order. Why? Because from the end they have mentioned. Now they are asking ninth term, so simply apply T9. T9 formula is A plus n minus 1 into D, so it is A plus n minus 1 is 8 into D value is minus 4. So this is 147 minus 8 4 is 32, so you will get 5. 14 minus 3 is 11, so 115 should be the answer, which is C. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Sixth question for today. As I told you, today we are going to solve at least 20 questions. Okay, so whoever are screening these questions and whoever have any doubts, you can directly answer in the live section. I will later check and answer to it. Let's continue the sixth question. Common difference of an AP is 4. Okay, so this question has been already solved in another set, so I am skipping this question. Let's move to the next one. So let's move to this sixth question for today. Okay, the 10th term of an AP. Okay, so for this first we need to find A and D values. A value we already have, which is 5. D value is subtraction or difference between two terms, which is 19 by 4 minus 5, which is 19 minus 20 by 4. 19 minus 4 is minus 1 by 4. Okay, so now we need to find 10th term, or A10 is A plus n minus 1 into D. A is 5 plus n minus 1, which is 9 into D is minus 1 by 4. Okay, so it is 5 minus 9 by 4. 5 4 is 20, 20 minus 1 is 11 by 4. Let's move to the 7th question for today. Okay, 7th question is, I think, 3 marks question. Let's solve this. So it is saying the sum of 2000 is invested at 7% per annum simple interest. Calculate the interest at the end of first, second and third year. Do the interest form in AP. If so, find the interest at the end of 27th year. Okay. So for this we need to know one formula, which is simple interest formula, where SI formula is PTR by 100, the principal, time and rate. Okay. So here they have mentioned principal is 2000. So for end of first year, so at the end of first year end, what will be the simple interest? It will be 2000 into 7 into 1 by 100. So how much I will get? The value is 140, because 2 7s are 14. Okay. What is the at the end of, at second year end? What will be the value? It will be 2000 into 7 into 2 by 100. So this becomes 7 to is 14, 14 to is 28, so it is 280. What will be the simple interest at the end of third year? At end of third year, what will be the simple interest? It will be again 2000 into 7 into 3 by 100. So 0 0 0 0 cancels, 1 3 is 21, 21 2 is 42, it is 420. So what are the values we got? 140, 280, 420. 140, 280, 420 and so on. So if you find the A value, or let's find out whether it is AP or not. So for AP I told you the difference between two consecutive terms should be same. So here if you find out 280 minus 140 is equal to 420 minus 280, which is equal to 140. Okay, so we know there is a common difference of 140, hence this series is in arithmetic progression. So what is the question they are asking? Find the interest at the end of 27th year. So simply A27 we need to find, which is nothing but A plus 27D. A value is 140 plus 26 into D value is 140. A value is 140, yes, D value is also 140. So simply it is 140 into 27. Let's solve this. 4 7 are 28, 2, 4 2 are 8, 9, 10, 1 7 are 7, 1 2 are 2, 8, 7, 3. So the final answer is 378 is the interest at the end of 27th year. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So till now how many we covered today? 7 are done. Let's move to 8th question. So this should be a 5 marks question. Okay, let's solve this 8th one. A school is organizing a charity run to raise funds for local hospital. The run is planned as a series of rounds around the track, with each round being 300 meters. To make the event more challenging and engaging, the organizers decide to increase the distance of each subsequent round by 50 meters. For example, the second round will be 350, third will be 400 and so on. The total number of rounds planned is 10. Okay, so for this question we have something like a track. So and for each round it is changed. So for the first round how much? 300 meters. Second round 350 meters. So definitely third round 400 and so on. And how many rounds they are planning? Total rounds are 10. So it will be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the last value is some value, but n value we know, which is 10. Okay, total 10 rounds. Let's see what they are asking. Write the 4th, 5th and 6th name. Okay, till 3 I already wrote. 4th, 5th and 6th one they want. So let's solve this. So A value we got, which is 300. D value is how much? They are increasing 50. So what is the first question? write the fourth, fifth and sixth term. So T4 or A4 will be 300 plus 3 into D. So 150 plus 300 is 450. T5 or fifth term is 300 plus 4 into 50, 200 plus 300, which is 500. And then T6 or sixth term is equal to 300 plus 5 into D, so which is nothing but 550. Okay, now let's move to the second one. Determine the distance of 8th round. Okay, so simple, same type of question. 8th round is T8, so again 300 plus 7 into D, so 350 plus 300, which is nothing but 650. Okay, next, find the distance run after completing all 10 rounds. So here it's not they're asking 10th round, they're asking the total rounds. I mean total for 10 rounds, how much distance they have traveled. So for this you have to find Sn, not Tn. Okay. Sn formula for 10 rounds is n by 2 to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N value is 10 because 10 rounds I have said. 10 by 2 into a value is 300 plus n minus 1 will become 9 into d value is 50. So this becomes 5 into 2 into 3 is 600 plus 9 5 is 450. So 1050 into 5. So 5 0 0, 5 5 25, 5 1 5. So the total distance traveled for all 4 rounds is 5250. So all 10 rounds is 5250. What about B part? If you don't want to solve this, you can also solve this one. Let's solve B part now. If a runner completes only first 6 rounds, what is the total distance with the runner? So simply sum of n terms again, but instead of 10, we need to solve for 6. Okay, let's solve for 6 rounds and find sum of n terms till 6 rounds. So whoever have joining this video, and if you have any doubts, you can mention in the comment section. At the same time, if you have any doubts or want to solve any MCQs, you can also check my community section, because for a daily 2 questions I am posting in the community section. There you can solve those questions as well. Okay, in value is 6, so 6 by 2 into 2 into a value is 300 plus, and here is 6 and minus 1 will become 5, and d value is 50. So now this becomes 3 into 600 plus 5 into 50 is 250. So 850 into 3. So 3 0 is 0, 3 5 is 15, 1, 3 is 24, 25. So the sum of or distance traveled for 6 rounds is 2550 meters. Okay, then let's move to the next one. So this question is which question for today? We have solved around 8 questions are done. So now we are solving 9th question. So what is the question? Sum of the 3rd term and the 7th term in AP are provided. Find the sum of first 16th term. For 16 terms. Okay. So what is sum of 3rd term? Sum of 3rd term is a plus 2d plus 7th term. A plus 6d is how much? 6. Okay. So this becomes 2a plus 8d is equal to 6. So if I divide by 2 on both sides, I will get a plus 4d is equal to 3. Keep it out somewhere. Okay. And that product is 8. Okay. A plus 3rd term. So a plus 2d into a plus 6d is equal to 8. Okay. So the product values I have provided, so instead of doing this multiplication, let's use this relation and get a value. So a value now it becomes 3 minus 40. Okay, substitute this value in this one. So this becomes 3 minus 4d plus 2d into 3 minus 4d plus 6d is equal to 8. Okay, so what is minus 4 plus 2 becomes minus 2. So this becomes 3 minus 2d into 3 plus 2d is equal to 8. So which is nothing but a square a plus b or a into a minus b. So this becomes 3 square is 9 minus 4 2d square is 4d square. So 8 minus 9 minus 1 is equal to 4d square. So 4d square is equal to 1, or d square is equal to 1 by 4, or simply I will get d value as plus or minus 1 by 2. Okay, so now we need to consider both the d values and then solve this question. Okay, so assuming d as first plus half, and let's solve it, and then we'll assume the d as minus half. So I will, to better solve this question, I will divide my page into two halves and I will write both the d values, d as plus half and d as minus half. Okay, just a minute. So let's see first d as plus half what is sum of series, and d of minus half what is the sum of first two terms. Okay, so a value is how much? 3 minus 4d. So a is equal to 3 minus 4 into d value is 1 by 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1 in that case. So here if a value is d is minus half, then it will be 3 a minus 4 into minus 1 by 2. So 3 2 ones 2 2s, 3 plus 2 is 5. If a value is 5, then this one, then if a minus a value is 1, then d is half. Let's see the sum of third and seventh, which one is satisfying. So here the third term will become 1 plus 2 into 1 by 2 plus seventh term is a plus 6t, so which is 1 plus 6 into half. So in this case I will get 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So how much you got? 6. So here it is satisfying. What about here? A is 5. So 5 plus 2 into minus 1 by 2 plus 5 plus 6 into minus 1 by 2. Let's see here what is happening. 2 ones 2 2s. So this is 1, this is 3. So 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 3, 10 minus 4, here it is also satisfying, which is 6. So we have to solve for both. Okay. Find the sum of first 16 terms of an AP. So we need to get S16. So I will substitute for both the cases. S16 is 16 by 2 into A, in this case is 1 plus 2A, not A, so it will become 2, and minus 1 is 15 into D value is 1 by 2. Okay, so 2 ones, 2 8 is 16. So this becomes 8 into 2 plus 15 by 2. I'll write directly as 7.5. So it becomes 8 into 9.5. 8 5 is 44. 8 9 72. 76 is the sum of values for this, if considering D as 1 by 2 and D as 1. Okay, what about here? Sum of 16 terms. So 16 by 2 into 2 into A is 2 into 5 is 10 plus n by 2, sorry, n minus 1 is 15 into D value is minus 1 by 2. Okay, 2 ones 2 8s. So here it will be 8 into 10 minus 7.5. So it is 10 into 10 minus 1.2.5. So here I got the values 25, whereas here I got the value 76. So you have to write both the values, saying that for D is 1 by 2 and A as 1 I got this value, and D is minus 1 by 2 and A as 5 I got this value. Okay, now let's move to the next one for today. So till now we have solved 9 questions. We are moving to the 10th question now. So let's see the question and solve it. The minimum age of children eligible to participate in a painting competition is 8. Okay, it is observed that age of the youngest boy was 8 and the ages of participants who seated in the order of age has a common difference of 4 months. So every student has a difference of how much of age? It is 4 months. If the sum of age of all the participants is 168 years, find the age of eldest participant in the painting competition. Okay, so for this question they have provided you SN value 168, A value 8. What about D value? 4 months, but it's not years. So let's convert first 4 months into years by dividing it by 12. So D value is 4 by 12, which is 1 by 3. So simply what they are asking, we need to find last term. So to solve last term, we need to get n value. To get n value, we need to use Sn formula, get n value, and then use a plus n minus 1 into d formula to get the last. Got it? So let's start solving this. We have to use Sn formula here. What is Sn formula? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sum of n terms they have provided how much? 168. We need to get the n value first. Okay. N by 2 into what is a value? 8 plus n minus 1 into d value is how much? 1 by 3 is equal to 168. Okay, so this becomes n by 2 into 16 plus n minus 1 into 1 by 3 . Let's multiply the values. So this becomes 16 n by 2, which is nothing but 8n plus n square by 6 minus n by 6 is equal to 168. Okay, simply I have multiplied the terms inside it. Okay. Now let's take LCM here. This will get. Okay, before take LCM we need to resolve something. What is 8n minus n by 6? 8n minus n by 6 plus n square by 6 is equal to 168. So 68 6 are 48 minus 1 is 47 n by 6 plus n square by 6 is equal to 168. So if I multiply 6 on both sides and move everything to the left side, this becomes n square plus 47n minus 168 into 6. Let's solve this. 6 8 48 4 6 6 36 40 606 790. Okay, so let's solve this question using factorization method or else using formula so you can solve it. So let's go one by one. 1008. Okay, it's lengthy. Let's find the factors. 2 table, 2 5s are 10, 0 to 4s are 8, 4. Okay, even 3 is also there. 3 3s are 9, 10 again 3 3s are 9, 3 6 are 18, 4s 3 4 2s are 8, 20, 4 7 28, again 4 7 28, 5 6 table, 6 1 6, 40, 6 6 36, 6 7 48, 7 not happen, 8 yes, 8 table, 8 1 8, 20, 8 2 16, 48, 8 6 48, okay, 9 yes, 9 1 9, 10, so again 9 1 9 and 2 18. Okay, we need to continue more. 10 will not happen, 11 8. Eleven will not happen. 12 table, let's see whether it is dividing. 12 1 0 0 8, 12 ones 12, okay, 100, 12 8 96, 48, 12 4 48, so it is 12 into 84. Still we need the difference as 47, but here we will get somewhere around 70s. So let's check for 13. 12 is there, 13 I don't think so. 13 will not happen. Let's check about 14. 14 7 7 4 28, 98, 28, so 14 into 72. 15 definitely will not happen. 16 6 and 96, 48, 63 is a 48, 63 16 is 47. Yes, so now this will do n square plus 63n minus 16n minus 1008 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's take n as common. So this you will get n into n plus 63 minus 16 into n plus 63 is equal to 0. So from here I can say the n value is 16 and not minus 63 because n value cannot be negative. So I got n value. So simply I need to find the tn value which is at 16. So t16 is the last term, which is a plus n minus 70d. A value is how much? A value is 8. 8 plus 16 minus 1 into d is how much? 1 by 3. So which is 8 plus 15 by 3. 15 by 3 is 5. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So the last age is 13. Okay, you can also just cross check your answer by simply using the second formula sum of n series, so which is n by 2 into a plus l. So 16 by 2 into a plus l. L was how much? Tn value we got as 13. So 16 to 8 into 21. This should be 168. Let's check whether the sum of the terms they have provided 168 or not. Yes, it is 168. Hence our solution calculation is correct. So always make sure to cross check your answer when you are solving these type of questions, because even a small mistake can go the entire solution is wrong. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Till now how many you solved? 10. So let's target 10 more. 11th question for today. AP consists of n terms whose nth term is 4. Okay, the common difference is 2. Okay, the sum of n terms they have provided. Sum of n terms formula is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So they have provided sum of n terms. Are find n first and also find the sum of n first 20 terms. Okay, tn, that is an, they have provided. A plus n minus 1 into d is how much? 4. Common difference is 2. Sum of n terms they have provided. Okay, nth sum of n terms. So simply this is nothing but the last term. Okay, so now we have to use the second formula where n by 2 into a plus l should be there. So minus 14 is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. A value is how much? A value we don't have. Okay, common difference we have. In terms whose nth term is 4, the common difference is 2. Okay, so we have to use both the relations where you have two unknowns which are a and n, and then we have to solve this question. Okay, so here it is a plus n minus 1 to d, where d value is 2, so substitute here a plus n minus 1 into 2 is equal to 4, so I will get a plus 2n minus 2 is equal to 4, or a plus 2n, I can say 4 plus 2, which is 6. Now keep it aside. Okay, keep it somewhere and mark it as 1. Now let's go to the second terminology where we have sum of n terms, where it is n by 2, or sum of n terms is how much? Minus 14. So minus 14 is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. L value they have provided directly, which is nth term value. How much? Nth term is 4. Okay, now we have the second relation, which is minus 28 is equal to an plus 4n. Okay, from here I can say a value is how much? A is equal to 6 minus 2n. Substitute in this equation. 6 minus 2n into n plus 4n is equal to minus 28. So this becomes 6n minus 2n square plus 4n is equal to minus 28, or minus 2n square plus 10n plus 28 is equal to 0. If I divide by 2, I will get, if it is minus 2, if I do, then becomes n square minus 5n minus 14 is equal to 0. Now let's easy, just simply what are the factors of 14? We have 2 into 7, that will do it. So simply it is n square minus 7n plus 2n minus 14. So n if I take common, I will get n minus 7, plus 2 if I take it as common, I will get n minus 7. So I will get the values as n is equal to minus 2 comma 7, and cannot be negative, so the n value is 7. So what they are asking, the second one, calculate the this is another question. Find the sum of first 20 terms. N value we got, n value is how much? 7. First 20 terms they are asking. So before that we need to find the a value as well. So what is a value? A is equal to 6 minus 2n. So a is equal to 6 minus 2 into n value is 7. So this becomes 6 minus 14 becomes minus 8. A value is minus 8, and d value is, d value how much? D value is 4. Sorry, d value is 2. A value we have minus 8, d value is 2. So simply how much, what they are asking, sum of first 20 terms. So simple, as 20 by 2 into 2 into minus 8 plus n minus 1, 20 minus 1 into d value is 2. Okay, so 10 by 20 by 2 is 10, 2 into minus 8 is minus 16, 19 into 2 is 18, 18 minus 16 is 2, 2 into 10 is 20. So sum of first 20 terms is 20. Okay, so if you are watching this video later, I suggest you to pause the video once you have the question, try it by yourself. If you are getting or not getting, after trying only, then see the next part of the video, because if you just see the video and just see it, you will definitely not remember. Maths will always, you will remember if you do practice. Don't simply see the questions. Okay, you have to practice more to get the solutions more. Now let's go to the next one. So till now we have covered 11 questions. Now let's move to the 12th question for today. So whoever are joining, Now till now I have completed around 11 questions for arithmetic series. Now we are going to solve 12th question. So once the few questions which I have in my the material till now, I will cover those first, and once those questions are done, I will try to get more questions as well from taking the reference of previous year question papers, and then solve at least 20 questions today. So if you are interested, I will try to continue the questions as well based upon your participation, but as per my target, I want to complete at least 20 questions for today. So till now 11 are done. So 12th question I have started now, and if you have any doubts or if you want any other solutions, you can also paste the questions in my community section, because I have enabled for all my subscribers. Anyone can post their questions in the community section directly by simply keeping the question or by keeping the photo as well. Okay, let's move and continue with the question. Sum of 6 terms of arithmetic progression. Okay, S6 they have provided. Sum of 6 terms of arithmetic progression is 42. The ratio of 10th term to 30th term. So simply T10 by T30 they have provided is 1 by 3. Calculate the first and 13th term. So we need to find T1 and T13. So this is, I think it's also for 5 marks question. So every step is important for higher marking question, because for each step they will be having 1 or 2 marks. So always step marking is very important. Okay, so what is sum of 6 terms? Okay, before going to this, let's use this ratio and get some relation between A and D. What is T10? T10 is what A plus n minus 1 to D, so which is A plus 9D by A plus 29D is nothing but what is the ratio? 1 by 3. So let's cross multiply. I will get 3A plus 27D is equal to A plus 29D. So 3a minus 2a is 3 minus a is 2a. 2a is equal to 29 minus 27 is again 2d. So simply I will get a value as d. So this has reduced our calculation because we got the a value as d. Now let's use the SN formula. S6 is 42. So 6 they have provided. So 6 by 2 into 2 into A plus 6 minus 1 is 5 into D. What is S6 they have provided? S6 value is 42. So this is 42. So 42 is equal to 6 by 2 is 3. 3 into 2A plus 5D, or 2A plus 5D. I got the value as 42 by 3, which is 3 ones 3 fours. What's the other condition we have? A is equal to D, so simply substitute A value as D here. So I will get 2A plus 2D, sorry, 2A plus 5A. Simply changed D value as here, because both are same. So 2A plus 5A is 14. So 7A is 14. So the A value is nothing but 2. Same way this is also equal to D. Now let's see what they are asking. The question what they want: calculate first and 13th term. First value already got, which is D. First term is nothing but 2. 13th term nothing but A plus 12D. So which is A value is 2, D value is again 2. 24 plus 2 is 26. We completed the entire question. So let's move to the 13th one. So yesterday I have few students who were asking doubts in Hindi. So from now I'll try to continue this video in both Hindi and English as a bilingual. Okay, तो हम देखते हैं इस क्वेश्चन में क्या कर लेंगे. The sum of first term and seventh term दिया है, वो वैल्यू होते हैं 6. So sum of third term मतलब a plus 2d plus seventh term मतलब a plus 6d is how much? 6. So a plus a कितना होगा? 2a. 2a plus 2d plus 60 8d होता है. So divide by 2, a plus 4d is equal to 3. ये रिलेशन 1 करके नोट कर लीजिए. हम दूसरा कनेक्शन देख लेंगे. The product is 8. I think same question we already solved. Let me just cross verify whether you solved this question. A plus 2d plus a plus 60 is 6. Yeah, so this question we already solved. Okay, so now I'm skipping this question because it is already solved. Let's go to the next question. I'll simply mention already solved. Okay, let's move to the next one now. 13th, so 14th also should be done. Yeah, 14th is also done. So I'm leaving this. Okay, till now we have solved how many? 12 questions. So 13th question, just give me 2 minutes, I'll get from the another set of question paper. As I told, my target is 20, so I will not stop it by 12 questions. Let's give me 1 minute, I'll check from another set and get another questions. So meantime, you can refer my previous solutions. So I'm checking from 30/4/1 set of question paper. There I should find at least 2 questions from arithmetic progression. Okay, in that set I couldn't find the question. Let's check for other set. Let me check 30/5/1 set. Let's see if any arithmetic progression set is question is there. Containing black balls, progression, tangents. Median probability. So I could say there. Okay, I got one question. It's an accession region question, 1 mark. Let's solve this. So it's the 13th question for today. We have an AP series. In that they have mentioned 3, 6, 9 and so on, 199. 10th term of the from the end they have mentioned is 168. And if a and the last term and last term of AP is common difference, the nth term from the end of AP is L minus of n minus 1 into D. Okay, we'll see first the assertion is correct or wrong. Okay, let's use this formula and find it out first. they're saying 10th from, so T10, as per the reason they're saying it should be L minus of 1 minus 1 into D, so it is 198 minus 10 minus 1 into D, so this becomes 198 minus 9 into D, here the D is plus 3, so this is 198 minus 27, so this is not satisfying because 8 minus 7 is 1, 19 minus 2 is 171 should be the last value, but what they have mentioned, it is 168 as the last one. 10th term from end is 168, but here the same formula I have just substituted to check whether they provided the right reason. L minus n minus 1 is not satisfying, so definitely this value is wrong. Reason is wrong, both cannot be wrong. So if reason is wrong, A can be true. If A is wrong, R can be true, but reason itself is wrong. But see, let's find it out whether what is the 10th term from last as per the actual convention. Okay, so for that what you have to do is simply write the numbers in reverse order. 9, 6, 3. So here the A value is 198 and the D value is minus 3. Now let's find the 10th term from first. So which is 198 plus 9 into 3. So which is 198 minus 27. So the same value we got, which is 197. So R is true, but so the assertion is false. So the answer is D, where A is false and R is true. Okay, let's move to the next one. 14th question for today. Let me check and get another question. Since the participation is less today, what I will do is I will check for one more set and will solve one more question and I will conclude with 14 questions for today. Okay, so I can understand people might be busy, but at least I'm expecting 3 to 4 viewers, live viewers, but today I feel it is less. For tomorrow we'll plan for another session, there we'll try to cover more questions. Okay, let's solve for one last question for today. Okay, till 3 marks we haven't got any question from arithmetic progression. Let's see, circular arc, triangle, solid cube. Okay, we have one 5 marks question there. We'll solve this question and conclude for today. So let's see what's the question. So in order to organize annual sports day, school prepared a 8-lane running track with integrated football field inside the track as shown below. So what is the track? So we have a running track inside which we have a football court. Okay, let's see the question they are asking from this track point of view. So in this question they are saying the length of innermost track, that is a least distance track, is how much? 400, and each subsequent track lane is 7.6 longer than the preceding lane. So simply as per AP series we can see the first term is nothing but 400, and for every consecutive 7.6 meters getting added. So the next one is 40 7.6 and so on. Total we have n is equal to 8 because 8 lanes we have. So basically you answer the following questions. Your concept in arithmetic progression. What is the length of 6th lane? So 6th lane is very easy. First one, 6th lane, or simply it is nothing but A6. So it is A plus 5D. So it is 400 plus 5 into D value is how much? 7.6. So it is nothing but 400 plus 5 into 7.6. 5 6 are 33. 5 7 are 35. Which plus 3 becomes 38.0. So the 6th value or the 6th lane track is how much? 438 meters. See the next question. How long is 8th lane than that of 4th lane? So simply they are saying difference between T8 minus T4. So simply 8 plus 7D minus 8 minus 3D, so which is nothing but 4D is the right answer. So 4 into distance is how much? 7.6. So 4 6 is 24, 2 4 7 is 28, 29, 30. So 30.4 meters is the difference between 8th lane and 4th lane. Okay, let's move to the third one. So for third question we can see we have option whether you can solve A or B. So in the board exam you have to solve only one, because the one which you are solving second will not be considered for marking. So always you feel confident, say that question, you have to solve it. Okay. So now I'll solve for first A part. So A part, what is the question? A student took one round each in first 6 lanes. Find the total distance covered by the student. So first 6 lanes, sum of 6 lanes are asked S6 value. So what is sum of n terms formula? We'll write first n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So n is how much? 6 here. So 6 by 2 into 2 into 400 plus 6 minus 1 into d is how much? 7.6. Okay, 6 by 2 is 3. 2 into 400 is 800 plus 5 into 7.6. So it is 3 into 800 plus 5 6 is 33, 5 7 is 35, 38. So it is 3 into 838. 3 is 24, 2, 3 3 is 9, 10, 11, 3 is 24, 24. So the distance for first 6 lanes is 2514 meters. Okay, what about B part? A student took one round each in lane 4 to 8, find the total distance traveled. Okay, it's not like first 6 lanes here, they are asking for 4 to 8. So we have T4, T5, T6, T7 and T8. So these 4 we have to add. So I will try using, instead of Sn, let's all using in this way directly. So this becomes a plus 3d plus a plus 4d plus a plus 5d plus a plus 6d plus a plus 7d. Okay, so how many years? 1 2 3 4 5 years. So 5 into a plus 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 4 11, 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 6 18, 18 plus 7 25d. Okay, so 5 into a value is 400 plus 25 into 7.6. Okay, 5 into 400 is 2000. 25 into 7.6, let's solve it. 5 6 are 33, 6 2 are 18, 19 20 21, 7 5 35 3, 7 2 are 14, 15 16 17. So this becomes 196. So the total answer is 2196 meters is the distance traveled from 4th lane to 8th lane. Okay, so in this way, as I mentioned, the viewership is less, so I am concluding here, and I feel that maybe arithmetic progression, most of my subscribers or students are not having any doubts. So tomorrow I will plan for another chapter and I'll try to make it as probability chapter. Okay, tomorrow I'll plan for probability chapter, marathon, and there I will cover previous year questions, and this time I will target at least 15 plus. Today I thought of 20 but couldn't get it. So but tomorrow I will definitely plan for 15 plus PYQs from probability chapter. And the timing I cannot promise as of now, but I will try to have at least at 12 p.m. or at 3 p.m. or 3. Okay, we'll plan at 3 p.m. We'll see. 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. Mostly I will plan a live session, and we have a marathon where we'll be completing at least 15 plus PYQs from probability chapter. Okay, thanks for watching. And if you want to practice any MCQ questions, check my community section. There I have posting every day at least 2 questions, one on maths and one on science from class 10 CBSE. Okay, so one concluding this live session now, as today we have covered 14 previous year questions from Arithmetic Progression chapter. Okay, so let's meet tomorrow again at around 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. There will be having a marathon session from probability chapter. We will be covering 15 plus PYQs from 2025 board exam, the same to 2023 board exam as well. Okay, so thanks for joining till now. Let's meet again tomorrow.